And welcome back to Wendy's Inside Bulls Hockey. Now joining us on the show, a player that has come a long way since last year when we acquired him in a trade for Ken Tasker from the Toledo Storm, and we're joined by forward Jeff Scharf. And Scharfy, as you're better known to the guys on your team, we saw the great point streak you put together, 13 straight games. It started December 4th. It lasted over a month. It finally was snapped that past Sunday afternoon in Pensacola, but we talked about it a little bit on the radio side. You had to be very pleased with the product you put on the ice and also the streak going as long as it did.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the streak, and we got a lot of wins. We're in first place, so things are going pretty good now. And
you talk about the win, and you're in first place. A very tough division. We have seen, you know, we're going to take a look with Dennis against the game against Jackson here on the show. It seems like it's from top to bottom, the Southwest Division is probably the best division in the entire East Coast Hockey League. You take a team like Jackson, who's in 7th place, and by beating us on home ice, they move within 6 points of us. For any given night, you have to be prepared to play in this.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we looked at Jackson's record. I think they were 6-2 on the road coming into last night. I mean, that's an unbelievable record for a 7th place team. You know, it was hard to even believe, but yeah, they're a strong team. The whole division's strong, so I mean, you got to be prepared every night to play.
And Scharfy, you had a great first half of the season. You had 17 goals at the halfway point. You were tied with Hugo Belanger for the team lead in the goal-scoring category. Was it anything you ever expected to have this much success in your second year now with the Bulls?
Well, I was kind of hoping to be successful. I mean, yeah, I think it's a little more than what I expected. My goal was 20. I told you that earlier, and I'm already at 17 at halfway. So I kind of had to redo my goals and reset them, and now they're a bit higher than 20. But I'm happy. I can't complain. So things are going well.
Talk a little bit about the line mates you've been paired with most recently. Stefan Rivard, who's a very gritty hockey player. He's a very physical player with his 5'10" frame. And you're also paired with a guy, Dennis Mikovsky, who has shown flashes of brilliance on the ice. He's got a lot of speed. He can stick handle with the best of them. Do you enjoy playing next to those two?
Oh, obviously. I mean, Rivard's, I think if anybody you could play with, I think any guy would want to pick Rivard. I mean, he's an all-around player. He works hard. He's good on face-offs. He works hard in his own end. He's awesome. So, it's great playing with him. And Dennis is a really skilled hockey player, like you said. I mean, he can put the puck, and he's got a great wrist shot. He also works hard in the corners and stuff. So, I mean, with the three of us, I think all our games are pretty similar. We all work hard, and we all try to, just get it deep and work hard and outwork the other team. And so I think right now we're working pretty well together.
Scharfy, talk a little bit about the team goals now. All teams set goals at the beginning of the season. Now we're more than halfway through. You mentioned we're in first place, but there's a lot of teams right on our heels. Has the team discussed what their goals are for the season? Is it something you guys are shooting for? Is to take the division crown, gear yourself for that playoff push now that we've gotten over the initial hurdle and now it's the stretch drive?
I think when we set goals, I think, obviously you want to be first place. I mean, that's everyone's goal. I think, we try to set, kind of more, day-by-day goals. I mean, to work on them day by day. Right now, our biggest goal is to work on our defensive game. All year, some things, Rosie starts on something and kind of continues it on through the year. I mean, right now, through the whole year, he's been telling us, speed through the neutral, get it deep, no turnovers in neutral ice. And now, now we're starting to really harp on defensive play. I mean, we've given up 7 goals or 8 goals a lot of nights, and it's not really, you can't do that. I mean, coming into playoffs, Rochi made a point about, a few weeks ago that in playoffs, you never win a game if you let that many goals in. So, right now we're trying to work as hard as we can on defensive part of our game, and, hopefully that we can continue to work on it and improve it.
Let's get away from hockey for a moment. Let's talk about Jeff Scharf away from the ice. I know you have a girlfriend here in town. What do you like to do when you're away from this all, to get away and relax a little bit and enjoy your time?
I like to golf. I'm pretty awful, but I enjoy golfing whenever I can get out. I watch a lot of movies. I like the theater. I don't know. I don't really. Day by day. Whatever kind of toots my horn that day. Sometimes I like to just go driving, or some days I like to go play a mini putt or go to the mall, or whatever's exciting that day.
Well, Scharfy, we know this about you. You're a free spirit kind, always smile on your face, but we also know one thing you like to do. And we found this out during our New Year's Day little get-together with the team, is that you're quite the singer. You put together a little act that kept us all in tears laughing. So your hit song, we talked about it. We've brought a few of the Bulls players to join us. Rookie Scott Wray and Michael Ford will be stepping in to join us. We're all going to get together here. And Scharfy, for the fans at home that missed it on our New Year's Day celebration, I thought it was great. We want to reward them with your hit song, the Shark song. And so if you get us going with the chorus, we'll do what you need, and we'll let you go to work.
All right, this song is probably, you know, like on board games, you say for, you know, ages 3 to 6. I think this song kind of goes with that, but the older people seem to enjoy it a little more. I think you got to pull over here so we get everyone in the screen. This song is a little song I learned about 6 or 7 years ago. We sing it for the kids. I work with kids in the summer, but it's a little bit of fun. So all I really need to do from my 3 associates here is I need them to get a little beat going, okay? It starts off. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. There was a boy.
Na, 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 na.
And a girl.
Na, 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 na.
Went for a drive.
Na, 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 na.
Saw a lake.
Na, 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 na.
So they got out.
Na, 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 na.
Started to swim.
Na, 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 na.
Further out.
Na, 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 na.
Further out.
Na, 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 na.
Further out.
Na, 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 na.
Further out.
Na, 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 na.
But there were sharks. Na, 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 na. Papa sharks. Na, 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 na. Mama shark. Na, 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 na. Baby shark. Na, 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 na. Grandpa shark. Na, 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 na. They got away.
Na, 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 na.
Faster swim.
Na, 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 na.
Faster swim.
Na, 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 na.
Faster swim.
Na, 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 na.
Faster swim.
Na, 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 na.
But there were sharks. Na, 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 na. Papa sharks. Na, 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 na. Mama sharks. Na, 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 na. Baby sharks. Na, na. Grandpa sharks. They got an arm.
Na, 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 na.
Another arm.
Na, 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 na.
They got a leg.
Na, 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 na.
Another leg.
Na, 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 na.
They got a head.
Na, 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 na.
All was red.
Na, 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 na.
All was dead.
Na, 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 na.
Except for sharks. Na, 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 na. Papa sharks. Na, 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 na. Mama sharks. Na, 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 na. Baby sharks. Grandpa sharks. Watch out for sharks.
Scharfy, it was a certain pleasure. 40, thank you for your help. Scott Wray, thanks for joining us. That's Jeff Scharf. He's a hockey player by day, and as you can see, a great singer by night. We'll be back with more on Wendy's Inside Bulls Hockey. Taking a look at what's on tap for the Birmingham Bulls. Tomorrow night, it's the Mobile Mystics coming into town to take on our Bulls. Game time set for 7 o'clock, and fans, it's also a promotional night. The first 2,500 fans in attendance will receive a Birmingham Bulls license plate, courtesy of Granger Industrial Supply. And then the Bulls will be off until next Friday on the 21st when they'll take on the Tallahassee Tiger Sharks. Just a reminder, 7:30 start time on Friday nights. And the first 2,500 fans in attendance for that game against the Tiger Sharks will receive a Scott Roach goalie poster, courtesy of Security Link from Ameritech. For more information, you can always call the Bulls ticket office at 458-8833. And if you need individual game tickets, the number to call is Ticketmaster at 715-6000. And now it's the portion of the show where it's time for the biggie question of the week. And this week's question comes from Sam Capra. And Coach, Sam wants to know, who chooses a captain? You know, how is that decision made? What are the responsibilities of that? And if you could touch upon a little bit more, at one time in your career, I remember you telling me you were chosen to be a captain, but yet you elected to try to relinquish that role. Could you give us the reasons why maybe that thought process went into your head?
Well, every team's got a different situation. Right now on our team, Hicks has been the captain, and that's pretty widely accepted by the players. It's always a guy that performs well on the ice and in the locker room, has good leadership qualities, and has the mental makeup to be the captain. Not everyone has. And when Hicks was gone, Kelly Perreault took over as captain, and he did an outstanding job. He did not let it interfere with his play. He handled both roles very, very well, juggled them perfectly, and did a good job. He'll be a good captain sometimes. Now, there's certain people that don't want it, aren't mentally prepared for it, for their style of game. Mention about myself, I didn't want it. One year, our captain, Gordy Malinowski, got hurt 3/4 of the way through the season. We had a great team. Coach asked me if I would take the role of captain because although I didn't like it on the ice, I was good in the locker room. And when, you know, we had something to say in the locker room, usually I had part of it. You know, I was one of the guys that was the leaders in there. On the ice, I didn't want it. I accepted the role. We went on, won the Turner Cup, which is a great thing. So I got to carry the cup around. I got to do all the neat stuff that you do when you win the championship with the cup. But I really didn't like the role of captain. And shortly into the next season, I went in and asked the coach if he would mind terribly if I was relieved of my duties as captain. I just didn't want. I wanted to be focused on what I had to do all the time. I'll give you an example. One year we were in the finals against Des Moines, Turner Cup finals in the IHL. We were the Cinderella team, shouldn't have been there, beat a few teams to get there. They were the team that had to win it all. They were the favorite, odds-on favorite going in, very, very strong hockey team. They got a 6th game in our building, 5 seconds to go, we're down by a goal. Face off to the left of the goaltender. Jimmy Johnson's my centerman, great face-off man, never missed. I skate, or I'm waiting for the face-off. I got my stick on my knees. I skate into their goaltender. I looked him in the eye. I says, you better get ready, you little bleepity bleep, because it's coming hard and it's coming high. I mean, I was so zoned that I had no question in my mind that I wasn't going to score that goal and that Johnson wasn't going to get the puck to me. He got the puck perfect. I ring it off the crossbar, went 40 rows up in the seats. The buzzer went. Their goaltender looked at me, drove right at me. I thought, oh boy, here comes two-hander over the head for being such a cocky attitude. And he had just won the Turner Cup, skated right at me, slapped me on the shins with his stick, went to celebrate with his guys. And I took that as one of the biggest compliments that I've gotten in a long time because I told him what was happening. Yeah. I did what I wanted to do. I was so zoned into it. And being the captain, you have to think for everybody. You have to worry about what's going on. And I wasn't able to do that. I had to just have my zone, be in my zone, and play that way. So I wasn't suited to be a good captain on the ice.
Well, Sam, thanks a lot for your question. You can always send your question care of the Birmingham Bulls, P.O. Box 1506, Birmingham, Alabama 35201 to participate in the Biggie Question of the Week. Dennis, we're just about ready to wrap things up real quickly. Tomorrow night, the Mobile Mystics. You lost to them the last time, 7-2. I know the guys are going to be psyched. It's going to be a battle for the top spot in the division. Well,
they're a good team. We've played them twice. We've lost twice. It's a game we have to win. And just before we leave, Mike, I know you have a collection. You collect hockey paraphernalia, you keep it at home, and I got something here I'd like to add to it. It's a mini stick. It's not a big stick, it's a mini stick. And I'd like to give you that and let you put that in your collection, and just my gift to you, and I hope you enjoy it in the future.
No, I didn't know I was sitting next to Dennis Desrosiers, the comedian, but thanks, Dennis, I appreciate it, and you'll get that. Let me promise you that. Man, time flies when you're having fun. Until next week, for the head coach, Dennis Desrosiers, I'm Michael Bent, saying so long and good night.
She's a fun